So you want to create an iconic video brand, huh? Keep watching to learn if you have what it takes. So an iconic video brand is a brand, it's more than a logo, it's an identity. It's a feeling that you have every time you see the brand. It's constant content playing from a brand that is clear and it has a clear audience type and it's a feeling. The brand itself is memorable and iconic. One thing I've learned over the many years of studying iconic brands on television and the many show brands that I've created myself, it all starts with an image. A graphic representation of a logo and a feeling that you get when you see a brand. Think about some of the well-known video brands: MTV, Channel V, BuzzFeed, Google, Apple, Virgin, 60-second documentaries. I will never forget the day that I was handed the letter no one wants to read. Your time working here is coming to an end and you are no longer required. As much as I secretly wanted to be out on my own, I also didn't like the feeling of not being needed anymore. It was a really big kick in the stomach for me. It took me a long time to get over the shock of a redundancy, as it really felt like my identity was all wrapped up within working in a TV station. And I really didn't feel like I knew myself anymore. I was really lost. What was I going to do? Where was I going to go? And what was worse, the technology had just been going through a huge change. I suddenly felt like I was out of touch and old, and I wasn't in touch with anything that was going on anymore. I didn't know the technology, and I felt disregarded. But what ended up being one of the hardest times of my life ended up being one of the best things that I could have ever done, and it could have ever happened to me. Once I left my old job, I had time on my own to think about my next steps. I realized I wanted to create a brand, a kind of video superhero. I wanted to make something fresh and exciting, and something that I could use as a character to use for all of my marketing. It was tough industry back then, and as a freelance director, I wanted something to help me stand out, especially as a female at that time. After thinking some more, I had a couple of friends create a couple of versions of a manga style cartoon for me. One was a girl holding a camera, the other one was another kind of icon. The cartoon images started to look a little bit like me, but I didn't want a face on the logo. I wanted it to be like a Batman sign or something iconic and easy to remember. So I ended up colouring in the manga cartoon black, and there it was looking at me. That was the Girl Director logo you see right now. The silhouette of the Girl Director character was born. I was in love. This was the best logo that I'd ever seen, and I loved it in every way, and it represented everything that I loved. It was a James Bond meets Charlie's Angels kind of superhero who helped people with video. So this is precisely how I felt and what I wanted. Little did I know how far Girl Director would go. What started out as a simple icon and brand to hide behind soon became noticed by so many more people. I created this logo to use as a simple marketing tool, but after one phone call, everything changed. I was sitting at my desk in Sydney when the phone rang one morning in 2007, and somebody from a company, AG Ideas, called. I didn't know who on earth the company was, but the girl asked if I'd be interested in speaking about Girl Director on stage. I was terrified of public speaking then, and I wondered how hard could it be? At most there'd be maybe 30 people, but she said that it would be in front of 2,500 people. I was in shock. I remember choking up and thinking, if I don't say yes, I will regret this for the rest of my life. So I said yes. The person who is the founder of the event is Ken Cato. He's a very well-respected, famous designer in Melbourne. He now has an Order of Australia for his contribution to design. And somehow he found me. Amongst all the noise, with no real marketing out there, it was beyond me how he found me. I asked how he found me and he said that he'd been watching me for a while. So what started as a little logo for me, something to hide behind, and created an amazing marketing tool, helping me to stand on a stage and inspire 2,500 people. And now it's a global brand, encouraging people globally to learn the art of video. Your logo isn't just an image. It has an energy and a message wrapped up in a nice little package called a logo and a brand. The reason this logo, I believe, was noticed is because of what it represented. It's the message behind it. When you can evoke a feeling when somebody sees your logo, that creates a positive experience and a memory. With your video brand, what feeling do you want people to feel when they see your brand or image? What kind of content do you want to be known for? A video brand is more than an image, more than an email or a letter or a business card. You have an array of senses to help you communicate your brand, and they are all really important. So let's go through a couple of these now to get you thinking about your brand in a different way. If you don't really care about your brand, people will feel it. They know it from the look and the style of what you've done. Design is a subtle, unspoken language. First of all, there's the logo design. Things to think about when creating a logo for video. Make sure the logo isn't busy and has too many fine details. The shape of the logo. Make sure that there's not too many small details that would be hard to see when you create that tiny one or a really big one. This is a big mistake that people often make. I mean, look at our Girl Director logo. It's a simple shape. It can be small or large. It has a clear message of female empowerment and standing up for what you believe in. Your animation. Make it short, snappy, and again, evoke a feeling when people watch it. Message. What is your message underneath everything? When everything is gone, the logos, the look, and everything, what is your key message through everything that you speak about? If it's not clear, there will be something missing to make your brand iconic. Unseen communication. So what are you prepared to do that others aren't prepared to do to grow your brand? There is an unspoken feeling people have if you're doing something that you don't like, or you're doing videos or feel unconfident. It will affect the way that people see you. Consistency. Being top of mind with so much noise around is important, and the easiest way to do this is with live broadcasts. There are no production and you can jump on and just go. They are really good, but however, you want to make sure that your iconic video brand keeps showing up and your message is consistent. Being of service and not making it all about you is the #1 thing that you want to remember. And get help. You know, it's impossible to see the things that you don't even know. I've had mentors in every area of my life with music videos, motion design, editing, cinematography. Every part in my life, I've had people who are better than me show me the way. And when I don't, things slow down. And when I do, things speed up. If you want to be good, find people who have done it or who are doing it and have integrity with what they say. And if you're stuck with this, make sure that you reach out. Don't sit there and just try and work it out yourself. We can help you and save you so much time. I have an instinct with this. I've been doing it for a long time. So make sure you reach out. So if you've liked this video, make sure that you comment or share, and I can't wait to see you next video. I'm Rachel Dunn from Girl Director.